Hey Musties, just wanted to make a quick video. A lot of talk going around on the forum about plot poles, just the different ins and outs of them. A lot of base griefing going on, so just wanted to go over a few different ways to protect your base. Now, just with anything, the more you want to protect your base, the more of an inconvenience it's going to be. There's no way around that. But in reality, you could probably take 5 minutes out of your restart, or even less than that, and really protect yourself. Again, nothing's 100% foolproof, but you can definitely do some measures that'll help protect you as much as you possibly can. So, with your plot pole, now a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll put them in cinder block walls. The problem with this is if you first person and then you zoom in, a lot of times you can see it in the cracks, or even worse, you just get a little bit of the plot pole below. All you need is a little bit of it, and you can get the scroll wheel option. Somebody can come in with a toolbox and a crowbar, pull your plot pole up, put the plot pole back down. It's essentially their base now. Yeah, you have the codes and everything. They can cinder block you in, but you can never get in your base then, or you can never get out of it depending on how they do it. Or they can go, and some people do get the option, and I hope this is something that does get fixed. Some people get the option to remove locks. I get it every once in a while, and then sometimes it just disappears. If you can remove locks with that plot pole down, they can change all the locks and they own the base completely now. You can't get back in. Okay? So, what you want to do is put the plot pole down and then place a safe. You just want to go down one so that they can't get underneath the safe and see the plot pole. Now, the reason why I do this is people who put it in cinder block walls, sometimes they can't access it. And then what they need to do is remove the cinder block wall, but you can't remove it if you don't own the plot pole. So essentially you need an admin or a moderator to come in, delete your wall, you got to pull up the plot pole back down. Then you have to have the supplies in order to rebuild the wall. And you can just keep doing that over and over again, and it's a real pain. Okay? So this way, go prone, we'll zoom in, scroll wheel, nothing. Can't get the option. Okay? So at this point, your base is at least protected from being 100% griefed. And what I mean by that is somebody just coming and building metal floors on top of your roof, your doors, blocks over your doors, things like that. You can't get back into your base, or you can't get back out of it. Alright, now another way to protect your base are doors and combination locks. Don't use one door. With two people, you can pretty much crack a code, and if you don't get lucky, an hour. If you get lucky, it can be 5-10 minutes. On this one, as you can see, I have 4 doors lined up, all with a code on it, with a combination lock on it. Up here, there's 5 doors. Okay, so that's 9 doors that they would have to break into in order to get into my base. One other thing I do want to show you here real quick. You put the plot pole down, you'll see red and white stakes. That's the area of maintain, or the area of protection on your base. Okay, so that's all protected on my base with that single plot pole, all the way out to there. So those last 2 parts of my ramp right there, those aren't protected. Which means, essentially, I guess that could get griefed. I could put a plot pole somewhere else even closer to get in there. Also, the area of maintain option won't do that. So if I don't manually maintain it, then those parts would disappear after, I think it's 30 days. Right, now let's go down here. As you can see right here, another 4 doors. Another great way to protect yourself is to make a drive-in area, I guess you could call it. It's an area of protection. You open the single door, you drive in, you get out, you close this door, you lock it. Okay? Now you're protected in here. If you have some valuable gear on you, you can take your time opening these doors to get inside your base. I have another exit here with another 4. So the quickest they can get into my base is by going through and cracking 8 doors, or up top, cracking 9 doors. Another reason why I'd like to see the combination lock thing fixed is I can just go up to a trader, buy more combination locks every week, change out a couple of the combos. So if somebody was trying to break into your base over time, maybe some of those codes that they cracked, you could go ahead and reset them. And they would just be starting over, essentially. Again, there's no 100% way to protect your base. Somebody can always come in and can always do it, but it's a matter of, you want it to take that person 1 hour, 2 hour, or 15 hours. And that's what I try and do. And it only takes opening these doors, it's only about probably 2-3 minutes each restart that I have to put into unlocking everything in order to protect myself. So it's worth it. I know there are people out there that build these big elaborate bases and then don't even put a plot pole down. If that's the case, you might as well not even build. And honestly, if you're getting griefed because of that, then that's kind of your own fault. You need to put a plot pole down, you need to deal with it, and just make sure you protect yourself as much as possible. If you need any help or have any questions on the forums, just send me a message and I'd be more than happy to help you. Just want to go over a couple more things here real quick. Supplies, your toolboxes and your crowbars. Don't ever just have 1 or 2 toolboxes and crowbars, because they will break, and they do break quite often when you're pulling up plot poles. So go ahead up to a trader, get 10 of each, put them in your safe. Always have at least 10 on hand at all times, especially when you die, because when you die, you got to come back, and that's really the first thing that you should do next to if you need the gear off your body, is get back to your base, unpack the safe, pull the plot pole up, put it back down, and put the safe back up. That way your base is protected again, and then you can do things to it also. Because at that point, when you're dead, you're no longer tied to that plot pole, so you can't build anymore. One other thing, and this is the building process. Whenever you're building, it's fine if you come in, you log in, and you're going to have 2 or 3 people logging in for, we'll say, 2 restarts. So you're going to be on for at least a few hours. Pull the plot pole up, put it in your safe. You don't need it down. Go ahead and build. That way you don't have to tag players. You don't have to worry about anything. But if you're getting off for the night, put the plot pole back down. Because if you log off for the night and you forget, your base isn't protected.